Greetings, my people. I bless God this moment and another wonderful opportunity given to us to see the brightness of this day. I want to make this video concerning the statement credited to the uncivilized people in Lagos that said that the Igbo should go and build their own Lagos. They should leave Lagos. I call them uncivilized people because I know that most of my friends, the Yorubas, are learned. Some of them are intelligent. But I know that the few that make these statements are among the touts. That's why I use the term uncivilized. I respect my learned Yoruba friends, and I respect some of their elders that say the truth without fear or favor, without tribalistic and animalistic mentality. Now, I want to ask those that say that the Igbo should leave Lagos. Have you looked at yourself? Have you gone to a mirror and you see what you represent that made you to utter that statement without shame? Have you asked yourself question? Let me paint this picture. It will help to make it abundantly clear to your vision. A hunter came to your forest and they paid you for hunting. You collected the money, gave permission. Now the hunter caught antelope, big antelope and elephant, which you could not achieve. You were enjoying the money he paid you. You used it for Owambe. On his way going, you said no, that he wants to take over your forest. You begin to disagree with him. Now, you ask him to go to his own forest. How can you eat your cake and have it? The question is that, did he hunt those animals in your forest by intrusion? The answer is no. Did he enter the forest illegally? The answer is no. What is good causes envy and the jealousy. We know that. And let me ask you, the meaning of greed. Greed simply means, may be defined as anger and the wickedness towards somebody's progress. That is what I may define greed as. Igbos in Lagos, they pay taxes. You don't ask them to go to Anambra or to go to Enugu and they pay their taxes. You collect it from them. They are supposed to be part of everything that goes on in Lagos because their livelihood will depend that place. Okay, give them visa. Yes, they will use to enter Lagos and they leave. Give them visa. What of the Cameroonians? What of the Ghanaians in Lagos? What of the Chinese, the Lebanese? Did you check the people they voted for? The people you know that they enter Nigeria anyhow and do what they like and get away with it. Of course, we have porosity in all our borders. We are still managing 5 states in the southeast. We walk like elephants and eat like ants. In spite of the enormous contribution we make in the growth of this nation, this marginalization and intimidation will not be accepted from every Dick, Tom and Harry. Let me tell you, all the areas in Lagos that are developed, both market squares, residential buildings, were developed mostly by the Igbos. The Festac, Victoria Island, Ikoyi, Banana Island, Lekki, even Ikeja, come down to Apapa, Eba Estate, Satellite Town, Abolado, mention them. Now go to market squares. That Tinubu's daughter is a Yaloja, is from the pocket of the Igbos. Of course. Show me all the big markets in Lagos. Let me show you the pillars of the market among the Igbos. Aspanda, Threadfair, Balogu, Idumota, Alaba, Mandelas, and what have you. The Chinese people have relationship in Nigeria is because of the Igbos. Oh yes. What would have brought them to Nigeria? If not the Igbos, will they come to buy cucumber or tiger nut? Tinubu media team, they opened their mouths and said that the Igbos should not interfere in Lagos politics. That is Agberoistic mentality. That's what I regarded that as. The blacks that voted for Barack Obama, against the wish of the Republicans, were their property destroyed? Was that interference? Look at a man from Osun State making a bona fide claim of Lagos. Well, I blame the Lagos indigenes because I know this will not happen in the southeast. It will not. It also happened the time of Ambode and Jimmy Agbaje. Our people were attacked. Some were killed. Their property were destroyed because they wanted to vote for Jimmy Agbaje. Jimmy Agbaje is here an Igbo man. Anyone who vomited this trash that the Igbo should leave Lagos, the Igbo should not interfere in Lagos politics, should be lectured what democracy is all about. No learned or sensible Yoruba man will say this. Igbos are trying to rescue Lagosians from one-man squad, Jankara group of boys. That MC Olomo is feeding today is from the sweat of the Igbos. Quote me, why all eyes on the Igbos? And I ask again, what of the Lebanese? What of the Chinese? What of other Africans that are in Lagos? What of other ethnic groups in Nigeria that are in Lagos? Who care whom they voted for? When Oba of Lagos threatened the Igbos in Lagos, that if they vote against his own candidate, he will push them to Lagoon. He said that, and they remain a free man till today. Well, all these things are frivolous matters. If you want the Igbos population to reduce, you want them to go back to their places, let the federal government give us seaports, international airports, even one alone, just one seaport, one international airport. Only these two, you will see what will happen to Lagos, because no place like home. Remember, the oil from our region is a major contributing factor to the development of major areas in Nigeria, Abuja, Lagos, and so many other areas. If you are afraid that a visitor will take over your house, it means there is a right that visitor has over that place. This issue is very simple. If Igbos must leave Lagos, all the foreigners must leave Lagos. Very simple. It's not a difficult thing. At times I find myself in disappointment. I get lost because of our relationship with other tribes. Why this so much hatred? I check the track record of our relationship, the political forefathers, the alliance we had with Yorubas, the people we are supposed to have good relationship with. That's where we get betrayal most times. It wasn't palatable at all. I remember the case of our warlord. Ojukwu helped Awolowo, and they had an agreement. What happened at last? Obafemi Awolowo disappointed Ojukwu, betrayed him. Then I still want to remind you, refresh your memory about Humphrey Nwosu, Professor Humphrey Nwosu, that took a risk against his life, announced the results against the wish of Babangida in favor of the Yorubas, so that that mandate will not be stolen. What happened? Abiola made a statement that betrayed the Igbos, disappointed the Igbos. Till date, Humphrey Nwosu had never received national honor because of the effort he made. But it was a sacrifice in the favor of the Yorubas. Then after that, Maurice Iwosu announced good results in favor of Obasanjo in 2003. Humphrey Nwosu did his own in 1993. Now check, 30 years, from 93 till date is 30 years. Now our brother's mandate had been stolen. What happened? The same betrayal continues because of a few tribal bigots. When we had protests during NSAS, something happened. The whole youth united, all the ethnic groups in Nigeria, against the cabals, against the incessant killing, against the jungle justice from the SARS. Then we had a target. What was the target? That they should end the SARS. It must be put an end. Along the line, some of the tribal bigots told some of the youths among the Yorubas that the Igbos are destroying their state. It became a tribal issue, tribal division. The youths were divided. Why must it be so? I still give kudos to Paya Debanjo, Chief Olusegun Obasanjo, and some of the Yoruba elders, some of the elder statesmen that always say the truth. This is the turn of the Igbos. That relationship from NSAS till now would have been an opportunity, even this election, to repair the damage in the relationship we had, the mistakes our forefathers made. For Tinubu to come out and the contest is an insult and the betrayal to the Igbos. Because if that slot is given to the South, we have not tested that seat after the war till today. But he came out just for us to have this situation we find ourselves in now. The protest was lost, they target the youth had then. Okay, after NSAS, the whole youth had an agreement. Because of the candidate we have, outstanding candidate in the person of Peter, let's support his candidacy. Let's support him, Labour Party from top to bottom. That was an agreement. Come to the Southeast, all the Southeastern states, original results, all the parties were voted out. That's the way the Igbos do. When they have aim, they put all their resources, their time. All the market squares were shot several times, registration of PVCs, collection of PVCs, just for them to achieve this goal. And they embarrass other people, even from the Igbo tribe. Everybody stood behind P2B, other ethnic groups, the Middle Belt, the Central North, many of them. The only place we have division again is in the Southwest among the Yorubas. Why? But we have played our own role. Others did their best, like Plateau State, Benue State. It's just because most of the places they have dominance of the Igbos is where they cannot rig election. That's why they gave little margin, very slim margin, when everybody knew that Bola Ahmed Tinubu failed Lagos woefully. Why am I saying all these things? We need to be careful. Some of the Yoruba youths, it's a shameful thing, as learned as this tribe, the number of professors we have, a place like Lagos, a metropolitan city, and the touts are controlling it. Just imagine. Imagine where you say that touts are controlling Washington, D.C. Think about it. It's very shameful. It's an eyesore. The only thing that will settle the issue we have at hand now is Nigeria is like a company owned by 3 persons, 3 masters, 3 different individuals. And if we don't find a way forward, because I can tell you categorically, marginalization of the Igbos for these past 8 years gave Nigeria the progress, because they are the economic hub of this country. The marginalization affected the progress, the economy of this country. Let's not pretend. So the only way to settle it is the 3 persons that own the company, if they cannot find unity again, because unity, love, bring progress. If they cannot find unity again, the simple thing is let them come together as the shareholders of the company and divide the company. Everybody will part ways. That is the only way. Let's come together. Everybody take his own share and we part ways in peace. When a child cries and the pointing hands toward the direction, go and check. If the mom is not there, the father is there. All this gra-gra will not even confuse us. Let us meet in court. If you really want, relax. Clear conscience fears no accusation. The end will justify the means, because I know that God is in charge. We know whom we voted for. We know our president.